more and more difficult to understand.
Just for a quick reference, because I forgot about it at the time, 9/11 was a black swan.
It was a black swan. Not as big as the First War. The First War is the mother of all black swans.
Really?
Yeah.
And it started because of an assassination.
That's what we think it started.
But
We don't know. We really will never know why it started. Okay, if it could have been prevented, if there were some counterfactuals like alternative history.
Because you never know what else might have happened to start it.
Exactly. To start it, or start something else, or it was. I mean, we had 100 years of a lull in the world after Napoleon. Napoleon was the last nut.
What are you reading?
I've been reading now for the last 20 years a history of private life. Okay.
Yeah.
And I'm reading Roger Penrose's book.
Yeah.
Now I look at what's by my bed, and I read. I mostly read technical stuff. Okay. And so anyway, so going back to the book, half this book is about human nature. What is it? Why is it that we tend to think that we understand more than we actually do?
Right.
What to do about it? And there's nothing wrong here. I explain it. Listen, the world is more random than I would like it to be. It's not a big deal. Let me be fooled by the world. Okay?
Yeah.
In a lot of domains, except where it matters. So my book is about how to be a fool in small things. Don't try to understand the world. Our brain is not made to understand the world. Our brain is made to run out of trouble. You see, if I see a lion...
And the world's not predictable.
And the world in which we were brought up, okay, last couple of 100 million years, was a lot more predictable than the world today.
Okay, okay.
You see, because the variable that mattered then, okay, were a lot more predictable. When we were hunter-gatherers, the variable that mattered compared to variables we have today.
Okay.
You see.
But let's take you specifically then, okay? With
Yes.
all the, you sit and read every day, and
Yes.
you write books, and
I write and I do research.
Okay, you do in what areas?
In mostly on statistics.
Okay,
Yes.
on statistics.
Yeah, statistics.
On numbers.
Not numbers, methods of understanding of how to statistical theory has a lot of flaws, and how to fix it. So I write papers here and there.
The late Marlon Brando used to say to me all the time.
Yes.
So all this stuff that you learn, to what end? He always wanted to know how would I apply everything that I might learn, because I happen to have an interesting place. So I ask you the same question.
Okay.
To what end?
I explained, and it's very I explained in my book, I answer you in my book with the following. We humans are not good at learning. We humans are not good at knowing. We humans are good at doing.
Right.
And we have the arrow, all right, backwards. You see, we think that we go from theory, Effectively, most of what we have learned through history was from tinkering.
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 In fact, you say that most business success comes from chance rather than skill.
Tinkering. You discover something. I mean, you take the history. Take the history
So God
of medical
bless the
discoveries.
tinkerers, then.
Yeah, the tinkerers. This is tinker more. That's what I take out of the book, and this is why entrepreneurs love it. Tinker more, because we don't really understand what's going on. Okay. Yeah. The best way to go about it is you keep tinkering to discover new things.
And
effectively, take
it'll
the history.
just pop out.
It will pop out. Take the history of medicine. Okay. We have a perfect control experiment of tinkering.
Yeah.
Or I say, versus research, pure research, okay?
Right.
Take cancer research.
Yeah.
We set up in '71 the National Cancer Institute, okay? What have they done? 100 and some thousand, they looked at 100 and some thousand compounds, right? Compared to accidental discoveries of the big breakthrough we had in medicine, in chemotherapy, came from a side effect of mustard gas, you see? So we have discovered things, okay, through research, but most of what we know came from tinkering. Look at the wheel, you see. Look at the internet. The internet, we think that we're not good at designing things, okay. We're good at discovering things.
The internet came from tinkering in what way?
Well, it was not designed, it was not made as a, as a device to help,
But didn't somebody set out to do something when the internet was created?
It was made as a military application.
Yeah,
it was aimed to be a military application. Right. Its use, turned out to be communication between teenagers wanting to, to chat in the afternoon instead of use a telephone. Okay, so here you have but most technologies are like that. The laser was not made, for cataracts, for eye surgery. All right, it was not made for eye surgery. It was not made, to create the digital revolution. Right. It came out of discovery, and it was a black swan. So we're not really. we should accept the fact that we understand a lot less than we do, and the result of it is that design has not led, okay, to desirable consequences.
This book is dedicated to Benoit
Mandelbrot.
Mandelbrot.
Yes.
A Greek among Romans.
Yes. He's a great thinker. He's the only. I mean, I spent my life. I mean, I had a very strange history. I started out as a Wall Street trader, and then I discovered that the statistics that you learn don't have anything to do with what's going on. You see, most events come from large deviations. You see, like the stock market crash, events like that. Well, mostly statistics. That discipline is concerned with the ordinary. Okay, he was the only thing. He was the only person, Mandelbrot, who said, "Listen, we have to worry about what you guys are throwing in the garbage." Okay, that's what you have to worry about. You have to learn from the large deviations, not the small. You have to learn from the extraordinary, not from the ordinary. And he designed a science around it, the fractals, and I tried to incorporate it into this.
The book is called The Black Swan, The Impact of the Highly Improbable. Nassim Taleb, thank you.
Thank you very much.
Pleasure to have you on the program.
Great. Thank you very much.
Thank you for joining us. See you next time.